I love video games, and a direct byproduct of this is I love video game music. So today's the day I utilize my bachelor's degree of music to scientifically calculate and evaluate which game company has the best music. The criteria for this tier list has been methodically thought out to ensure there's no subjectivity. Okay? Just like last time, fully objective, but also scientific. So we're gonna have to factor in some empirical data, and honestly, this is as scientific as you can get, aka my opinion. So let's start it off strong with one of the biggest game companies in the world, Accolade. There might be a few normies out there saying, who the hell is Accolade? Boom. You feel real stupid right about now. This game, it truly makes you feel like you're in hell. And the music in all these games encapsulates this feeling of despair and sinking. It's just truly just a work of art. Gotta go. SS plus tier. It's at the top, baby. Next up, Nintendo. If we were making a tier list of the most ethical game companies in the world, Nintendo would be in Satan tier because they hate their fans. But in terms of the music, I have to unfortunately give them an S tier because let's just face it, guys. They make really good games. They got Zelda, they got Mario, Kirby, Peppa Pig, Paw Patrol. They literally got it all, man. Covering all the bases. All the music slaps, loading music, shop music, freaking creating your avatar music. They got crazy arrangements, memorable melodies, and the Pokemon games, for some reason, have the most complex, intricate, harmonic choices in their music, which is in direct contrast to the gameplay. Finally, the best thing Nintendo does is utilizing one of the most powerful tools in music, nostalgia. Using old themes, revamping them, rearranging them. Next up, Sega. For the furries out there, A tier. Unfortunately, they got destroyed by Nintendo during the console wars, double-fisted, right up the butt, lost everything. They really only got Sonic, to be for real. And I know they acquired Persona technically, but that doesn't count because they bought out the company. So I guess we just have Sonic to go off of. As a franchise, the music does bang. It bangs really good and really hard and really fast. Because Sonic is super fast. Do you think Sonic bangs fast? It's not competing with Nintendo though. If Nintendo and Accolade are an S tier, we can't put Sega up there. They only got one franchise. And to be honest, Sonic music is kind of like, it's in its own vein. The variety's not that high. From Software, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. I love dark, gothic, orchestral, choir music. You just win. If you do that and you do it well, you just win. It just feels so good and so otherworldly, and it sounds like art. Funnily enough, I've never played a single Souls-like game, but I've probably listened to the entire discography throughout Demon Souls to Elden Ring, which, maybe I should play a game, but who knows, the rating might drop because I might rage quit. Konami, B tier. They got some soaring highs with Metal Gear, the franchise, classic music. But then they got a bunch of fodder games that honestly I don't really want to talk about. They also made Death Stranding. Okay, side note, Death Stranding is not all that. Not only is the music like whatever, I don't really remember too many songs from the game to be honest. But Frogger Loki had more cultural impact, both musically and culturally. Think about that. Uh-oh, he got a stinker. Ubisoft, D tier. They got Assassin's Creed, but let's be real, the music's okay, I guess. But we're not here to hand out pity points, guys. Okay, this tier list is backed by science. Rule of thumb is if the game studio doesn't want to put out quality games, you can expect the music to follow suit in terms of the quality. Nothing really memorable at all. Studio Bungie, low-key, aren't they about to die? Halo's got really good music, but that's all they have again. That being said, Halo music is culturally important, and it's really good, and it's a choir sometimes, and they got orchestral stuff, so you're kind of tickling my fancy right now. I'll stick you into A tier. The company that loves to sell gambling to kids, Valve. B tier. They got classic games, but that doesn't mean the classic games have classic music. This is a discussion for another day, but sometimes music can become memorable because of the medium it's behind, not because the music itself is really that good. Most of their games are known for their gameplay, but if you really try to think to yourself, let me sing the CSGO theme, can you really think of anything? This is a tier list based on music and not the gameplay. If it was the other way around, they'd probably be somewhere in S tier. But this one, B tier. Bethesda! They got some great games. They got Skyrim. They got freaking Doom. I didn't know they made Doom. Doom's a heater. But they do got this stinker. But they did make Fallout, and the music in that is really good. If it wasn't for Doom, they would be in D tier. So, Nier Automata, Kingdom Hearts, the Final Fantasy series. What do all these have in common? That's right. Great voice acting and simple, straightforward stories. Also, the music slaps. To this day, if I turn on Dearly Beloved, I go straight into freaking deep thought, existential mode. That song just washes over me like the waves of the ocean. Thinking to myself, what really constitutes as video game music? I never got to play the Final Fantasy series because I think I watched one lore breakdown YouTube video and I got a little scared. They got beautiful orchestral, S tier. Sony Studios. They killed Michael Jackson. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget that. Ever. This is the studio that made God of War. So you know I gotta put them in. Damn. Wait, but maybe. Brother. Okay, let me do some calculations. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay, I just crunched the numbers. And Sony's going into A tier. Here's why. Rockstar, best known for making the famous game, Earthworm Jim. They gotta go S tier just for that alone. I guess also they got the GTA series, which is alright. Okay, jokes aside, San Andreas, this beat just so nasty. But this one, this song, I can feel my money going up as we speak. Team Cherry has made some of the best games and the most affordable games that I've probably ever seen. These two bangers add up to 30 bucks Canadian. Are we being for real? But this tier list is about the music. It's not about the games. And I might be burned at the stake for this, but I'm gonna put my big boy pants on. And I'm gonna say it. Silk Song's music was pretty good. Compared to Hollow Knight, it wasn't as impactful, at least to me. And look, I played the hell out of Silk Song. I think in a week's time, I logged in about 60, 70 hours. Please don't make the joke. I even bought the OST. I bought the soundtrack because I wanted to support the game that much. But if you were to ask me right now to hum a melody from the game, I probably wouldn't be able to do it for you. After some further evaluating, I'm gonna have to stick with my gut, which is the most scientific way to go about this, and put it in A tier. Lee can suck my dick. Lee can suck my dick. F tier, F tier, F tier. Also, no, the music videos don't count. That's cheating. Garbage company, garbage game, garbage music. Remember, we had some empirical data to back this up. So if you want to see that, you won't get to. That's too bad. Next song. Y'all remember this game? Y'all remember this game company? Come on, Korea. Stand up. Koreans. Come on. Stand up. This is us. C tier. I love MapleStory. I played a lot of MapleStory, but the music was okay. It was okay. That's also basically like their main thing. I guess they got a few other racing games, but let's just keep it at that. Supercell. Iconic jingles, but are jingles equal to video game music? Think about that. They got Clash of Clans. They got Clash Royale, king of mobile games. I'm not trying to think too hard anymore. B tier. The actual music is not that memorable to me. The biggest things you remember them for are those small little jingles they have. But I don't count that as full BGM, if you will. Last but not least, the guy who solo develops his games, and he has my utmost respect for it, Toby Fox. This was probably the hardest one to really rate, but after this opinion, I want everyone to acknowledge my bravery for stepping out and saying, Toby Fox is an S tier. The music is iconic, and I was honestly flip-flopping between A and S, but he's got the variety. It's memorable. It slaps. I would listen to it on my own time. Would I say it's a work of art? Yes, I would. And with that, we are all done. This is the one and only, scientifically backed, ultimate, definitive game studio music tier list. Who has done that before? Don't say it, because I know a lot of people have done it. I actually don't want your opinions on this video, guys, or your comments, because like I said, there's nothing to argue about. I gave you the facts, I gave you the data, I gave you my citations. It's just you couldn't see them because they're blocked behind a paywall, and you have to send $5 to my Patreon. Also, you are free to leave comments. I will just be correcting a lot of you guys down there. All of you guys. Consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Yo, why is it so bright? I try to fix this light over here. I don't know if you see my hand disappearing into the white void of this heaven, but it's literally impossible. I think my camera's bugging. If anybody knows how to fix that, please tell me. I'm struggling right now. This is pissing me off. This is pissing me off so bad.